Welcome to Public Safety Awareness Training presented by the Office of Public Safety and Emergency Management. Throughout this module, you will be presented with information about best practices in personal safety and how to respond in the case of an emergency. Please be aware that the following training content contains videos of simulated crisis scenarios, which some may find to be harmful or traumatizing. Active killer awareness.
Hello, Panther community. Today, we'll be discussing an important topic that we hope you'll never have to face: what to do during an active shooter situation. Remember, knowledge is power, and being prepared can make a difference. When confronted with an active killer situation, your response depends on the proximity to the epicenter of violence. We're going to walk through a handful of perspectives in and around the conflict area to show you ways you can be an active bystander.
Step 1. Stay alert and be aware of your surroundings. Pay attention to any suspicious behavior or unusual activity. If you see or hear something that raises concern, trust your instincts and report it immediately to the authorities.
Step 2. Create an emergency communication plan with your friends and classmates. Establish a designated meeting point where you can regroup in case of an emergency. Share contact information and stay connected through text messages or location sharing phone apps such as the Rave Guardian app. Step 3. Familiarize yourself with the layout of your campus buildings. Take note of the nearest exits, fire alarms, and safe areas that can be used as hiding places in case you cannot escape the building immediately.
Step 4. If you find yourself in an active killer situation, remember to run, hide, and barricade or fight. Your decisions depend on how far away you are from the epicenter of violence. If running is your best option and it is safe to do so, leave everything behind and quickly get out of the area.
Was that gunshots?
If you can't escape, the next best option is to hide and barricade. Lock and barricade the door if possible. Turn off lights, silence your phone, and remain quiet. Hide behind large objects that can offer protection and stay out of the killer's line of sight.
As a last resort, if you have no other option and your life is in imminent danger, you need to fight back with superior and righteous violence against a threat trying to end your life. Use anything you can find as an improvised weapon, such as a fire extinguisher, chair, or even a pen. Aim for vulnerable areas like the eyes, nose, or throat.
It's essential to remember that every situation is different and there is no foolproof plan. Trust your instincts and do what you believe will give you the best chance to survive. It's also important to support one another during and after such a traumatic event. Remember, being prepared and having a plan can greatly increase your chances of staying safe during an active killer situation. Stay informed, remain calm, and take quick action. Your safety and the safety of those around you matters.
Thankfully, active killer incidents and other terroristic attacks rarely occur without planning. Most violent subjects displayed observable behaviors that, on their own, may seem to be unremarkable or unrelated to violence. An individual observation of a particular behavior may not mean someone is planning a violent attack, but together and put into context, reporting these behaviors may help police recognize the need to intervene before an attack can be carried out. Please take a moment and review these signs of terrorism-related suspicious activities. If you witness any of these potential indicators of violence, don't keep it to yourself. You can report suspicious behavior to the Pitt Police or to your local police department. Tips on suspicious behaviors can be made anonymously on the Pitt Police or Pitt Concern Connection websites or the free Rave Guardian app. You can also report behaviors to the Department of Homeland Security hotline. These active killer guidelines were developed to help our Pitt community remember the information presented in the preceding video. Please take a moment and read through them. This graphic is available anytime by going to police.pitt.edu and clicking the Resources tab. Next, we'll talk about what it means to shelter in place versus lockdown during an emergency.
During a lockdown within a dining area, follow these steps to ensure your safety. Immediately seek shelter indoors when a lockout is announced. Search for an interior room or corridor in the dining area. Refrain from seeking shelter near any windows or glass doors to enhance your security. Also, refrain from checking conditions yourself and wait for emergency personnel or the emergency notification system to let out an all-clear message before leaving your place of security.
May I have your attention, please? Security emergency has been reported. Remain in the building. Stand by for further instructions.
If you're outside during a lockdown, follow these steps to ensure your safety. Find a building to seek shelter indoors promptly. Look for interior rooms or corridors to find cover. Pay attention to instructions broadcasted via the ENS system or emergency.pitt.edu.
Stay away from open spaces such as fields or courtyards as they offer little protection, and please seek shelter indoors in a building as soon as possible. Await updates from the ENS or emergency personnel for further instructions. Stay prepared, informed, and safe on campus during emergencies. For additional resources, please visit emergency.pitt.edu for up-to-date information. During a shelter-in-place event in a residence hall, follow these steps for your safety. When a shelter-in-place announcement is made, immediately seek shelter indoors. While seeking shelter, leave your doors unlocked, as others may need to find shelter, and leaving them unlocked allows them to enter if necessary. Stay away from glass doors and windows while in your sheltered space to minimize any potential hazards, and resist the urge to check on the situation yourself and wait for an all-clear message from emergency notification system or emergency personnel before exiting your sheltered space.
Shelter-in-place events can occur due to various emergencies. Remember to stay indoors, keep your door unlocked, and avoid windows. Wait for official communication before leaving your sheltered area. By following these guidelines, you can ensure your safety in such events.
Stay prepared, informed, and safe. on your college campus during emergencies. For more resources and information, visit emergency.pitt.edu for up-to-date information.
Please take a moment to review the following information about what a lockdown means at the University of Pittsburgh. During an emergency, instead of a lockdown, you may be asked to shelter in place. Please take a few moments to review the differences between lockdown and shelter in place instructions. As part of Pitt's ongoing commitment to ensuring the safety and well-being of students, staff, and faculty, the university is installing panic buttons inside many academic classrooms. Our mission is to enhance safety, reduce risk, and prevent harm by utilizing this new technology designed to protect the Pitt community from the potential for active threats. Panic buttons are devices that, when pressed, will lock the classroom door while simultaneously notifying the University of Pittsburgh Police of an active threat or emergency. Panic buttons are used to limit card access into the room where the button is pressed in an active threat situation or emergency. Panic buttons generally will be located near the podium and teaching console or mounted on the wall near the door. There are 3 types of panic alarm buttons that have been installed in classrooms, which include a mixture of wireless and hard-mounted devices. If there is an active threat situation outside the room, individuals inside should press the panic button and follow the active threat protocols of run, hide and barricade, and fight. Pitt police are immediately notified and will send police officers to investigate the alert. Individuals inside the room can still open the doors from the inside to exit. However, you will not be able to re-enter the room.
In university classrooms, panic buttons play a crucial role in safeguarding students and staff. These devices instantly secure classrooms and notify the University of Pittsburgh Police. Panic buttons are designed for active threat or emergency situations. Their main purpose is to secure doors while alerting the University of Pittsburgh Police. In the event of an active threat, pressing the panic button is vital. The university encourages individuals to follow the active threat protocol, run, hide, fight. Once activated, the panic button notifies the University of Pittsburgh Police. They act promptly, dispatching officers and responding to the situation appropriately. The panic button removes public access to classroom doors, allowing the University of Pittsburgh Police access to them. However, those inside can still exit the classroom through the inside, but once they exit, there is no re-entry possible and the doors lock. Misusing or tampering with panic buttons is strictly prohibited by university policy and the Student Code of Conduct. Activation should only occur in genuine emergency situations. Identifiable by the red buttons, panic buttons are very easy to recognize. Pressing the red button and closing the door engages the lock, which prompts a swift response from the University of Pittsburgh Police. The university's commitment to safety is evident through the implementation of these panic buttons. Their presence aims to create a safe environment for everyone on campus. Stay vigilant, informed, and prepared to take action if necessary. For more information and resources, visit emergency.pitt.edu for up-to-date information.
In the next section, we'll cover how the university delivers critical public safety warnings to our community. Every college and university is required by federal law to report crime data and make their campus safety policy and procedures available. This data, along with the policies, is published by the university every fall semester. This law, known as the Clery Act, also requires that colleges and universities warn their communities about serious ongoing threats or if there is an immediate significant danger to the health or safety of the campus community. Here at the University of Pittsburgh, we provide these notifications through the Emergency Notification System, or ENS, and crime alerts. The Emergency Notification System, or ENS, provides Pitt community members with critical information in the event of an emergency through voice calls, text messages, and emails. Everyone is automatically enrolled to receive email alerts, but we encourage you to register for voice and text alerts by visiting the ENS page on the Pitt IT website. If a crime covered by the Clery Act occurs, a crime alert will be issued via email and online if there is a serious or ongoing threat to the campus community. To find any current crime alerts, visit the Pitt Police website or follow the Pitt Police on social media. You can find information about how to receive a text message alerting you of a new crime alert on the Pitt Police website. During an emergency, you can make yourself aware of official status updates by going to emergency.pitt.edu or to the Pitt Police social media pages. You can also download the Rave Guardian app for additional safety tools. The Rave Guardian app provides a way to rapidly and proactively communicate with your friends, family, and our Pitt Police Emergency Dispatch Center. You can use the app to set a safety timer whenever you are alone or in an unfamiliar place, to chat in real time with campus safety officials, and to report a crime anonymously. If you set up a profile in advance and use the app to call the Pitt Police directly, the police dispatcher will be able to see the details in your profile. This can be helpful if, for example, you are unable to speak. The app is free and is available through the Pitt App Center, the Apple App Store, or Google Play. Now let's talk about some tips to keep yourself safe while on campus.
Hello, my name is Officer Guy Johnson. I am proud to be the University of Pittsburgh's Pedestrian Safety Coordinator. Oakland is the third most densely populated area in the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. Therefore, safety of our pedestrians, bicyclists, and motorists is a concern for all. With your help, we can increase situational awareness and reduce the amount of accidents while traveling on roadways.
Situational awareness should be a priority for those traveling on campus. Looking at your cell phone or using headphones can decrease your situational awareness when crossing the streets. Most accidents involving pedestrians occur while crossing the street. When you are crossing the street, you should always obey walk and don't walk signs. Even if a sign says it is safe to walk, always look both ways. It is very important to look and listen while you cross. A driver may not see you, may turn without looking for pedestrians, or may run a traffic light illegally.
In Pennsylvania, the Vehicle Code explains the exercise and care by pedestrians. No pedestrian shall suddenly leave a curb or other place of safety and walk or run into the path of a vehicle which is so close as to constitute a hazard. Therefore, it is important for pedestrians to look both ways, even when they have the right of way.
Other general safety tips for pedestrians include walk in a group when possible. If you walk or run in Oakland in times of low light, wear a reflective vest or bright clothing so motorists can see you. As a pedestrian, you have the right of way at crosswalks and intersections where there are no traffic signals, such as an alley, building entrance, road, or driveway used by motorists.
You do not have the right of way if you cross without a crosswalk, when there's a tunnel or overhead path available to you, or when walking alongside the road itself. In those cases, you must wait to yield to vehicles and wait for a gap in traffic. In urban districts, you cannot cross at any place except the marked crosswalk between those intersections when traffic control signs are in operation.
Here we are on Fifth Avenue. This area has some of the busiest intersections on campus. One concern here is the incoming traffic from buses. Pedestrians need to look left, observing the counterflow traffic in the bus lane before crossing the street. Pedestrians should make eye contact with all motorists, including the bus driver, before crossing the road. You may see the driver, but they may not see you. We encourage pedestrians to cross at designated intersections with walk, don't walk signs in Oakland, as well as the Skywalk on campus.
Hi, I'm Officer Reck with the Pitt Police. As a member of the Bicycle Patrol Unit, I understand the safety concerns bicyclists have while traveling in Oakland. Here's some tips for bicyclists to be safe here and on campus. Properly fitted helmets are key in injury prevention and can reduce injuries by more than 50%. Pitt Police recommends that you always wear a helmet because it can save your life. Prior to going on a bike ride, bicyclists should do a safety check of equipment such as brakes, lamps, reflectors, and audible signal devices. In such a busy and congested area, bicyclists should use caution, avoid distractions, and always remain alert. Bicyclists should obey all traffic signals and follow all the rules of the road. Examples include riding in the same direction as traffic and using hand signals when stopping or turning.
In order to keep our streets safe and reduce the cases of traffic accidents, we need drivers to be alert. The National Highway Traffic Safety Administration defines distracted driving as any activity that diverts attention from driving, including talking or texting on your phone, eating and drinking, talking to people in your vehicle, fiddling with the stereo, entertainment or navigation system, anything that takes your attention away from the task of safe driving. Texting is the most alarming distraction. Sending or reading a text takes your eyes off the road for 5 seconds.
At 55 miles per hour, that's like driving the length of an entire football field with your eyes closed. You cannot drive safely unless the task of driving has your full attention. Any non-driving activity you engage in is a potential distraction and increases your risk of crashing.
As the university's pedestrian safety coordinator, I am part of a team that is dedicated to traffic and pedestrian safety. However, Pitt Police needs your help in reporting concerns. You can always call 911 or 412-624-2121 in case of emergency.
When you download the Rave Guardian app, you can choose to report a traffic concern. The university also has blue lights on campus for use in an emergency situation. The blue light will connect you to a Pitt Police dispatcher, and officers will respond to the area of concern.
In a densely populated area such as Oakland, everyone has a responsibility to follow the rules of the road. By bicyclists, motorists, and pedestrians following traffic laws, we can greatly reduce accidents and prevent serious injuries. Be smart, be safe.
Theft is the most common crime on our campus. Here are some general tips on how to protect your property while on campus. Here are some tips to help you identify suspicious mail or packages. You should look for unusual labeling like excessive postage, misspellings of common words, missing a return address, or a return address or mailing address that is strange or unusual. You should look for any unusual appearance like powdery substances, oily stains or discoloration, excessive tape or string, or protruding wires, ticking sounds, or aluminum foil. If you receive a mail item that appears to be suspicious, stay calm. Don't open the letter or package. But if you have started to open the item before noticing something suspicious, stay calm and do not shake it, show it to others, or empty its contents. Leave the item where it is, or gently place it on the nearest flat surface. If possible, gently cover the item and shut off any fans or equipments in the room that might circulate the material. Alert others nearby to relocate to an area away from the item, and take your essential belongings with you in case your return to the area is delayed. Contact the Pitt Police. Leave and close the door to the space containing the item and cover the area under the door with a towel or coat if possible. Keep others away from the area and wash your hands to prevent spreading any powder or hazardous substance to your face. If you receive a bomb threat by phone, remain calm. Keep the caller on the line for as long as possible and do not hang up, even if the caller does. Listen carefully, be polite, and show interest. Try to keep the caller talking to learn more information. If possible, write a note to a colleague to call the authorities, or, as soon as the caller hangs up, immediately notify them yourself. If your phone has a display, copy the number or letters on the window display. Complete the bomb threat checklist available from the Pitt Police website immediately. Write down as much detail as you can remember and try to get exact words. Immediately upon termination of the call, do not hang up, but from a different phone, contact Pitt Police immediately with information and await instructions. If you receive a bomb threat by a handwritten note, please call the Pitt Police immediately and handle the note as minimally as possible. If a bomb threat is received by email, again, call the Pitt Police and do not delete the message. Now, let's review fire safety and building evacuation procedures.
During a fire alarm, visual signals like strobe lights and audio visuals like chimes or horns will alert you. An audio message may also play instructing you to leave the building through the nearest exit. If you notice a fire and hear the alarm, calmly alert faculty and staff and evacuate the building if possible.
May I have your attention, please? A fire emergency has been reported in the building. Please leave the building by the nearest exit. Do not use the elevators. May I have your attention?
Listen to faculty or staff for guidance on appropriate action. Calmly exit the building following evacuation routes posted on the wall.
Exit. Do not use the elevators. May I have...
Gather at the designated assembly area and remember to maintain a safe distance from the building. If you notice fire or smoke, remember to pull the fire alarm and that fire extinguishers should only be used by trained personnel.
Stay prepared, informed, and safe on your college campus during emergencies. For more information, visit emergency.pitt.edu for up-to-date information.
Remember, if you see or smell smoke or fire, you should alert anyone in immediate danger. Close the door to contain smoke or fire, and activate the nearest fire alarm pull station, which will be located along your egress route. Evacuate the building via designated stairwells and exterior exit doors. Do not use the elevators. Call 412-624-2121 from a safe area and proceed to an assembly point away from the building. Do not re-enter the building until the all clear signal is given. Remember, if an alarm signals on your floor, evacuate the building immediately. Follow the egress path designated by exit signs. Next, we'll share a video with information on safe evacuation of residence halls so everyone in the Pitt community can be familiar with these important guidelines.
To safely evacuate a residence hall, follow these steps. An evacuation from a residence hall can be caused by a gas leak, flooding, or a power outage. When the alarm sounds, you'll see visual signals of strobe lights followed by audible sounds of chimes or horns and a voice message. When the alarm sounds, begin to promptly exit your residence hall. Follow the path marked by exit signs and never enter an elevator while evacuating.
May I have your attention, please? Security alert has been reported. Please leave the building by the nearest exit. Do not use the elevators.
Always use stairs when you hear an alarm. Stairwells provide a safe passage and area of refuge. Never re-enter the building, even to retrieve any personal belongings. Obey all instruction from faculty, staff, and emergency responders. Move away from the building and enter the designated gathering area. This will allow others to safely exit the building and provide space for emergency responders.
Stay prepared, informed, and safe on campus during emergencies. For more information, please visit www.emergency.pitt.edu.
Building occupancy handbooks are an important source of safety and wellness information. These handbooks contain information for your specific building, including the audible and visual components of the building emergency messaging notifications, building evacuation routes and plans, short-term and long-term assembly areas, AED locations, and other information to help you prepare for emergencies. You can find your building occupancy handbook on the Pitt EH&S website, or you can contact EH&S at safety@ehs.pitt.edu with questions. If you are unable to follow the general evacuation procedures for your building, you may need an individual evacuation plan. Pitt community members with recognized disabilities or who may have special needs that could limit their ability to follow normal building evacuation procedures should contact Environmental Health and Safety. We will meet with you and develop an individual evacuation plan, or IEP. These plans are maintained by the Pitt Police to be used by first responders during an emergency. If you think that you might need an IEP, or if you have questions about how an IEP can help you, please contact Environmental Health and Safety or the Disability Resources and Services Office. For more information about public safety and resources for preparing for emergencies, please visit the Public Safety and Emergency Management websites listed here. You can also follow the Pitt Police and Environmental Health and Safety on social media.